Hello guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be unboxing the Super Mario Chess Collector's Edition. Now, I'm actually filming this in a different spot of my house because this has got a lot in here, and I wouldn't really have enough room to have my camera and on my desk with all the chess pieces and everything. So we're doing it here, but it's not permanent. All the other unboxings and reviews and everything will be in my room, but we're doing it downstairs today. So yeah, so this is going to be quite a long unboxing, so strap in, get yourself some popcorn, and we're just going to jump in right here. Now, this is a very rare item, so this is a hard thing to get your hands on, and I cannot believe in my hands I actually have it. And it's just it's so cool, honestly, and it was made back in 2009, and you have to make sure to keep this tin safe. This is a full tin. So that said, let's get started. So we have our front cover, has a little window here, which I love this window. And the cover itself, it looks okay. I mean, it looks a little photoshopped. I mean, you can see Bowser's foot there, and it looks like it was done on Photoshop. Got some PNG images, but it's alright. It's pretty good. It's got the old Super Mario logo, the less updated one, and it's got the white spots. And then in between here on the spine / side, we have Yoshi, Bowser Jr., Luigi, and Mario. Now, I'm kind of glad that at least Luigi got to be down here because he wasn't on there. He's there. But yeah, so now we will be reading the back of it. So it says, Mamma Mia, it's battle for the Mushroom Kingdom. Mario and Bowser battle it out once again, this time in the classic strategy game of chess. Pick your team and take control of 32 hand-printed playing pieces, including Mario, Luigi, Princess Peach, Bowser, and Bowser Jr. And then this is what it looks like on the actual board, but we'll have a look at that later on. This one-of-a-kind game is such fun to play and as it is to display. Now, it is really cool. Obviously, I have opened this before, but it is really, really cool. So here we go, Mario's heroes. So the king is Mario, the queen is Luigi, which is a little strange. The bishops are Princess Peach and Daisy. The knights are Yoshi, the rooks are Toad, and the pawns are coins. And then for Bowser's team, Bowser's troop, they call it, the king is Bowser, the queen is Bowser Jr., the bishops are Magic Koopa, aka Kamek, right there. The knights are Birdo, the rooks are Goombas, and the pawns are the green shell. And you can pick your team. Now, I guess if you want to switch it around, you can. If you want to associate different characters or just mix it around, you can, as long as you're careful and you know what you're doing and things like that. But that's not a thing that they recommend with this. That's just a thing I'm putting out there. So let's get this open. So we're going to open them and then we will review them. So we are open to this part, and it's really cool. I actually really like this little setup that they've got on here. So you have to be really careful when taking these out because they are quite fragile, and obviously, like I said, they are hand printed. So let's get them out of here. And don't worry, there are more under here, but we will look at that in a minute. So here are all the characters. So let's take Birdo out. Place her there. Junior. Yoshi, these ones are pretty easy to get out actually. Just careful. Magic Koopa, another Birdo, Princess Peach, another Magic Koopa, Daisy, Mario. Now these ones are pretty hard to get out, so you might want to just pop them out from the back. That's what I recommend doing. Luigi, Yoshi, and of course Bowser. Get him out. He's pretty big. And then on this side we have some of the other pieces. So the rooks. So they include Toad, right there. Just pop them there. Let's go back to what we were doing. And then these are the Goombas. Don't worry, we'll get a full look at them in a minute. And then all the pawns, let's just get them all out. These ones are really easy to get out because they're a pretty easy shape. They just slot in, so that's alright. Almost there. These take a little while to get out. So do bear with me, guys. And the board is under there. So it comes with instructions as well. So if you don't know how to play chess, there are some instructions. But maybe if you're a first-time player, maybe in the other one might be a little better, just the original. But if you're a Mario fan, then definitely get this one. Even if you're not a fan of chess, it's still a good collector's item. And obviously it is collector's edition. And then under here, we have the instructions and then the board itself. So we can put that to one side for now. And then we will look at the figures. Now, let's get the board out. And then we'll have a look at the figures themselves. So, if we open this up. Oh, and I've just dropped a Koopa shell. Let me just get that real quick. Sorry about that. Let me just move this back because the board is pretty big. We'll have to make some room in a minute, but we will set it up so it doesn't matter too much. Okay, so let's look at the kings first. So the kings are Mario and Bowser. Now, although Mario, he does look a little strange, they do look a lot better in person than they do on, let's say, the camera or anything. So don't worry too much. But it's only Mario and Luigi. They look a little strange, but here's Bowser. Bowser looks amazing. The amiibo pose, I believe this is. Some great detail. And everything like that. And then we'll put these down. Now, this is the strangest one in the Queens, because the Queens are Luigi and Bowser Jr. Now, that is very weird. I don't know why Birdo wasn't the Queen, unless, say, Princess Peach was the Queen as well. I don't understand, but here is Luigi. Sorry if you can hear a car outside, there's something pulling up. So they're the Queens, pretty cool pose. And then there's Bowser Jr., nice and detailed, really like the shell. Pretty unbreakable Bowser Jr. And then the Knights, let me just find the other Knight, here we go. So Yoshi and Birdo, pretty cool right there. These are some of the most powerful pieces on the board. Yoshi looks really good, like he looks like just a toy that you would get. And then there's Birdo, who looks really good as well, like the detail in the ring and everything like that, really good. Really like look like the game. Now here we have the bishops. Now Peach and Daisy are right here, and then here is Magic Koopa. Now I don't understand this, because you have two Magic Koopas and two different bishops, Peach and Daisy. So I don't understand why they didn't do two different bishops, because they could have done, like, I don't know, they could have done Koopa or one of the other enemies, Dry Bones or Koopling or something. I don't know. I don't know why they didn't do that. So a little bit of a missed opportunity, unless there is some other story behind that that I'm not aware about. So here are the rooks. So we have, sorry about that, Toad and Goomba. So here's Toad, pretty good. He looks a little strange in the eyes, but he's absolutely fine. Do not worry. And then here's Goomba, average Goomba, literally as you would expect. Very, very good. And now for one of my favourite sort of just designs on the chess as a whole are the pawns. Now are just amazing. Let's look at the coin first. So well painted, really detailed. Just the little one there, really cool. And then one of my favourite ones out of all these is the Koopa shell representing the pawn itself. Just so cool. Really, really well done. Love that. Love that so much. Both of these, awesome. And then for the board itself, you may have been looking at it while I've been reviewing these. Pretty good. No blocks or anything, but I actually think that's a bit better, because if you are someone who's new to chess, it may be a little easier to do that. So, here we go. Let's set these guys up real quick. So I've just put all the figures here. Let's stand them all up, all ready to go on, ready to battle it out for the Mushroom Kingdom, I guess. So, move it all the way. Alright, so this side will have Mario, Mario's team, the heroes, I guess. Alright, I haven't got too much space here. So, here we go. So this is how to set it up. So if you're unaware of how to set up chess, here it is. So let's zoom out a little bit. You may see the tin there. Let's just budge that along a little bit. Right, rooks. They go here. So you put them on the left and right on the outside. Here we go. And then we have the, of course, knights, which go here. Knights go right next to the rooks. So you put them there. So Yoshi is next to Toad and Birdo is next to Goomba. And then you will take your bishops, put these here. One of the best on the board. Not quite the best though. And then you take your other bishops. And they can go, it doesn't really matter what side they go, as long as they're, you know, on there in the right position, you know. And then you will take your queen and your king. Take king and queen. So you place your king here and your queen here. And then just opposite, you'll put the Bowser king. He's a little big. And then Bowser Jr. And then the easiest part are the pawns. You literally just put them in front, making sure they're facing the right way. And then you just place them all on so they're there and ready to go. Take these ones. Doesn't matter what side you do it. And what's really cool is that the pieces have the name on them. So if you forget midway through what the name of one of these is, it's right there. So do not worry at all. So here we go. There it is. This is the Super Mario Chess all set up. I love this thing. Look at that. That's awesome. So cool. Now, this is just the stuff as a whole. This is what it's supposed to look like, and it looks awesome set up. Whether you are playing it or not, it is just displayed so well. I love the Super Mario Chess collection, and just really good stuff. And something I did forget to show off was the instructions. So here are the instructions, a little boring. So this is what some of them do. If you want to pause and read. But if you are able to get your hands on one of these, that is awesome. And just take the opportunity when you can, because these are really hard to get your hands on. It's all in different language. None of that is in English. No, none of that is in English, I do not believe. So, there it is. Now, let me show you real quick, before we end the video, about some of these pieces. Now, I'll just show off, both of the sides. So, as for the pawns, now, whoever's starting first, I don't know, you do oldest, or youngest, whatever. So, the pawns. On the pawns' first go, they can move either once or twice forward. They can, on their first go, they can move 2 spots or 1 spot. That goes for this one as well. So if we move them there, it doesn't really matter. Let's put that on there, for example. And then we'll have the knight. Now, you probably expect the knight to do a lot more than it can. The knights can move 1 spot forward. They can move 1 spot, I think any space it is, 1 square in any direction, yep, so they can move diagonal, backwards, anything. And the pawns are the only pieces that cannot move backwards, so keep that in mind when you're playing. And they can only take out, let's say this piece was here, they could only take out then. They could not take out if they were in any other spot, so have to wait right there. So if we'll leave Mario there for now. And then here is the queen, which is Luigi. I have the instructions here just so I don't make any mistakes, but I've played this before. So the queens are your best pieces. You do not want to lose these. These can move horizontal, vertical, or diagonal. So the only thing is that this is not a move you could do because that piece is there. That is only the knights which could do that, but we'll move on to that in a minute. So you can move them any number of squares, horizontal, vertical, or diagonal. So right here, we'll just move it there. And then as for the knights, now the knights are a little bit more complicated, but if you listen, they'll be good. These ones have to move in the L shape. Now, if you're wondering what is the L shape sort of thing, now the L shape is basically you move them either 1 or 2 spaces forward and then left or right. Now, like I said, they're quite they're quite tricky. So the only ones that could jump over. So this is a move that you could do, but as you go 2 spaces forward, you can only move 1 to the left or right. But if I was to go here, I could go 1, 2, 3. So go 1 down and then to there. So we'll put this one here for now. But obviously we're not playing, so and then we can do the same with Birdo. So here and then here. I'm hoping I'm not making any mistakes, but I think I'm doing pretty well. So these are, and then we'll move on to the bishops. Now, these are the only ones which can move diagonal. So they can move any number of spaces. So let's put Daisy here, and let's put Peach here. Well, you could not do that actually. I've just realised that's my fault. Could not do that because that goes over both the pawn and Luigi. So I'm still learning. And then I'm not great at showing this off. I'm just trying to show off some of the rules. Now here are the rooks. Now the rooks may move any number of spaces in a straight line or any column or row that they're on. So for example, Toad, he could move over here, or Goomba, he could move over there, I guess. You can move any spaces, and then on the next go, he could move there. Obviously while you're still taking turns and everything. And then we have the that is actually every single piece, but for example, some of the pieces which we have not moved here, some other moves which we could do, we could put this one forward twice or once. Also, if you change your mind, as long as you have your fingertips on the piece, you can change. But if you do not have your fingertips on, then you can't. So we could move Mario over here, or we could move him here. For now, we'll just move him forward just to remain a little bit more simple. And that is sort of the main rule which you need to do. Other things include how you get someone out. So, for example, if this shell was to move forward, they could go there. You take that piece and just put it right here, and do not knock your figures over. Maybe don't do that next time. So there's some of the basic rules. For example, now I could move Bowser here, and I could move Birdo here, right there. So that's some of the basic stuff, and I think we will leave that there because we are not doing an actual game here. And obviously you do need 2 people. I guess if you want, you can do it with 1 person. I guess the plus side is that you can win either way. But yeah, that's just sort of the game itself. You take it in turns. It's basic. Chess is known as a bit more of a harder game to learn, but it actually is pretty easy once you get used to it. And it's a pretty good game, honestly. So yeah, guys, that is going to wrap up this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please do comment, like, and subscribe. Share it with your friends and family. Let me know any questions. If you've got any questions on how to play down below, I'll be happy to answer them. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And share your thoughts down below. Do you have this? Do you not? Do you want it? Do you have any Mario board games or anything like that? Just let me know all your thoughts down below. But that is all for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.